We go to our guest line, and you see Laila Phelia live and in person as she gets set for the opener in the postseason for the SU women's basketball team. They will play tomorrow night. Still don't know their opponent yet. Laila, always great to chat with you. Thanks so much for coming on. How you doing today?
I'm doing good. How are you doing?
We're doing great. And I guess we should start with congratulations landing on the All-ACC second team. When you transferred here, you go to Michigan, you go to Texas, you come here for your last year. Is this kind of what you had envisioned? I mean, is this kind of lived up to what you hoped it would be?
Definitely, but of course, continuing to just work and just strive for better.
Laila, can we talk about your journey a little bit from Michigan to Texas to here and all the adversity that you've had to overcome? Like, how has that shaped you into the player that you are today?
Definitely has a big impact. And of course, when we just go back and just kind of go through when I transferred from Michigan to Texas and from Texas here to Syracuse, I would have never expected all this to play out this way. I would have never expected it, but it's definitely shaped me into a better leader, especially like off the court. I would say I definitely learned a lot and just trying to figure out people and figuring out how to help my teammates the best that I can help them, and even just the staff and understanding their perspectives on everything. So I feel like overall, it's like I'm so glad that I had to go through what I went through, just because I feel like I've grown in so many different ways, and just understanding people, how to work with different people, and just how to make my team the best out there with what I have. So
Coach Jack has joked, I can use my one good eye and Laila can use hers. Like, how has that relationship been since day one with her? Can you walk me through when she kind of approached you to come to Syracuse and what it's like playing for her?
Yes, it's amazing just having that connection, because I feel like when I was going through my retinal detachment and everything, the biggest thing for me was wanting someone to understand exactly what I was feeling, what I was seeing and everything. So when Coach Jack, when we were talking during the recruiting process and stuff, and she mentioned that she can't see peripherally, like out of her left eye, we definitely connected with that, and it has helped a lot. Even on the court, like, she understands and she knows how to help me, and she knows like what to say, and just being able to be coached by her is amazing. She pushes me each and every day, and she helps me with not only just trying to help the team and everything, but even just off the court, trusting myself. And she's been big on just like, you have to give yourself credit too. Like, I understand that you're working towards all this stuff, but it's like being able to take one step forward at a time, and just trusting everything that I've been through and stuff. So she's amazing, and I'm so glad that I've been able to just be like coached by her, especially with this being my last season and stuff. So going into the real world, I'm glad that she's able to share all the knowledge that she has.
You and your teammates just wrapped up the regular season, 22-7 overall, 12-6 in conference play. You were picked to finish near the bottom of the conference in the preseason poll, and end up in a tie for fifth. Was there a point this year, Laila, where you thought to yourself, we're going to be pretty good? We're going to be all right. Was it early in the year? Was it midway through the year? At what point did you realize this team had the chance to be special?
From the jump, I would say even in the summer, going through the summer workouts. And of course, I have that experience from Michigan and Texas, being around different players. And I would say right from the jump, seeing the chemistry, seeing how close everyone was, and even like on and off the court, people going in to get extra shots. And it's like, to me, that just spoke a lot of volume. Like, you know what, we can do some special things, like with the talent that we have, the chemistry outside of basketball and everything that we have, it's tremendous. Like, you don't see a lot of teams like as close as we are. And I feel like with that, along with the fact that during summer workouts, you have people finishing the mile with everyone, like trying to push each other to be better. And it's like no one's out there alone. And I feel like that's something that was really special to me. And in my mind, I'm just like, as long as we keep this up and we can fight through adversity, we're going to hit adversity, we're going to have losses. As long as we can get our head back on straight and everything, we're going to be perfectly fine. So definitely from the jump.
You talked about your experience at Michigan and playing in big games to Texas. And Coach Jack said she held a closed-door meeting, with the captains last week and thanked you for what the season has been to this date. But she knows there's more out of you. How do you get more out of this team right now as ACC tournament play rolls around and the NCAA tournament play is on the horizon, knowing that you've been in those games before?
Yes, for me, it's just more so a mentality. Like, we've been fighting all season, and it's just staying true to Syracuse women's basketball, staying true to the plan that Coach Jack has for us, and understanding that this is like, we lose, we're done. This is the end. So being able to just understand, like, we can be mentally stronger than these teams out here. We need to approach every game, one, like it's our last, because it definitely is. And then two, just being able to just understand that we got to go out and have each other's backs out there. So I feel like it's really a mentality and just like a sense of pride and stuff. Like, we're not going to sit here and let someone just like take us down without a fight. So.
Laila, you mentioned a moment ago that you've played with some really talented players at Texas and Michigan. I want to ask you about Uche Azoje. Where does she kind of fit into the equation of the talented players that you've played with? What has impressed you the most about her? Named Rookie of the Year in the conference, landed on the first team, all-defensive team as well. She's kind of done it all for your squad this year. What stands out to you the most about the player she's become?
That girl right there is a superstar. I've never, seeing her and just how she's developed from the second she got on campus, it's been amazing. And the one thing I love about it is the fact, yes, she works hard. Yes, she's trying to learn. She's trying to grow. She puts in the work and all that stuff. I feel like for me, it's just the fact that I strongly believe she has no clue. Like, named Rookie of the Year, all these Freshman of the Week awards that she has. It's like the second someone announces it, everyone gets hyped, and she's just like, oh, I'm supposed to get hyped too. Like, she's just full of joy. Like, I just feel like when you have a player that doesn't truly know, it's like she's not thinking about all these awards. She's not going in every single game like, oh, I need to win this, I need to do this, I need to score this, I need to get this many rebounds to keep my stats up. She's not worried about all of that. She's generally just going out there and just fighting and just playing basketball. And I feel like that's a player that everyone needs on their team.
When you look at the season to date, and Steve mentioned your record, when it comes against the top tier teams in the ACC, there's been a struggle. How do you get over that hump, and how has it kind of shaped this team, and how do you want to break that, improve that, we can make a run in the ACC tournament and hopefully get Coach Felisha Legette-Jack's first win down there?
We definitely will get her first win. But I feel like I'm trying to think, and just talking with Coach KC on the way down here, and we discussed how some of the bigger name teams that we've played and stuff just coming up short. We just have to play Syracuse women's basketball, and I know it's a lot easier said than done, but we cannot get frantic in certain situations. We have to control the pace and stuff, whether that's calling a timeout after the first 5 minutes, regardless of what happens. It's just that we need to just continue to stay true to ourselves and who we are out there. And I feel like with me personally, I need to be better at just being that voice out there and calming everyone down and stuff. So
I know you don't know your first opponent yet, but you get either Wake Forest or Cal. You beat both of them during the regular season. That Cal game was one of the best games we've seen.
I think you're still playing overtimes in that game, Laila.
One of the best games that we've seen in the Dome in quite some time, that 3-overtime thriller against the Bears. I'm not going to ask you if you have a preference, but what would stand out to you, I guess, about a rematch with either of these teams? You've seen them both to this point. I guess what is going to be the secret to success going into tomorrow night, the opener for you guys in postseason play?
We really have to go out there and fight like they beat us by 20. We have to go out there. We have to have that mindset, regardless. Because the one thing with that experience of playing in bigger games and stuff like that, it can be an upset. Anyone can show up at any given day. So we need to just understand that we can't take this game lightly. We have to go in and we have to fight all 40 minutes.
All right, Laila. It's been a pleasure watching you and your teammates play all season long, and postseason's just getting started. Best of luck here throughout the month of March, and we'll all be watching. Best of luck tomorrow night.
Yes, thank you so much. Appreciate it.
All right, Laila Phelia joining us here on the program, and with that, we'll take a timeout. Phone lines open the rest of the way. Scooter, you can call back if you'd like. Apologize, we had to get the Laila.
Boise State did play last night, so
they did. 315-437-7644. You can also call if your name's not Scooter. But phone lines open the rest of the way. We'll wrap up hour number 1 next.